Hi Student Success, welcome to week 10 of the semester, which means we are in double digits and at the end of our time together will be quickly coming to a close. I feel like the last few weeks of the semester always seem to go pretty quickly. So of course, I'm sure you were expecting this. Please make sure you get your workshop completed, attend your workshop, submit certificate of attendance. So we only have a little bit of time left at this point. You'll notice toward the end of the semester, the offerings do get smaller and smaller. So please make sure that you register for a workshop sooner than later, because if you wait until the very last few days, unfortunately, there will no longer be any offerings. All right, so we are in week 10 this week, but I do just want to point out that week 9 was chapter 11. Week 10 is also based on chapter 11. And so in your week 10 videos, you'll see chapter 11 lecture video copied over. So there is not a new lecture or a new chapter this week. It's from last week. So you're welcome to look at it again to freshen up your memory, if you will. But I just want to make sure that you knew that. All right, so if we hop into week 10, you'll notice that there's only one assignment. It's a chapter 11 assignment. It is due for attendance purposes as well. So make sure that you submit your assignment by Sunday. That'll count for your week 10 attendance. So no discussion forum this week. So if I hop into the assignment folder, you'll see that this assignment is just posted right here. Now I'm going to talk about the options that you have as it relates to this assignment. So the first option I'm going to have is just exactly how it's stated right here. It says this is kind of like a resume type assignment. So what you could do is click right in here. And if you wanted to just create submission and write your answers right in here, you are welcome to. Or you can also pull up a Word document and type it in there and submit it like you normally would. But what you're doing is you're going to make a list of 5 experiences, 5 qualifications, and 3 references. Okay, so that's 13 things. So we're not blending these together. So 5 experiences, so places you've worked, places you've volunteered, places you have interned, places you have shadowed, anything like that. An experience, something you have done, something that you have been a part of. 5 qualifications, your characteristics that make you a potential good employee. Time management, working well with others, your work ethic. Maybe there's more specific qualities you have that related to maybe the field you were in or the job that you had. And then 3 references. And when it says references, you don't have to put their actual names, just the 3 type of references. Let's say you would use your former employer, a high school teacher, and then maybe a current professor you have in one of your classes. So it can be general. You don't have to actually list someone's first and last name. That's the first part. So that's what you're going to put under 1. And so how you do that, you can write it out in sentences, or you can just literally do bullet points. Here are experiences, and then underneath it, and you do your 5, and then you do your 5 qualifications, and then your 3 references. Then part 2, or question 2, says what kind of job, internship, or other experience could you potentially have now in your college years that will strengthen your resume? And then answer that in 3 to 5 sentences. So you're going to put that one in more of a paragraph format, answer the question in a couple of sentences there. So that's right now as a college student. Would you get a part-time job? Would you do some job shadowing? Are you interested in an internship or a co-op opportunity, or joining a club or organization or anything like that you could do right now in the next couple years that will strengthen your resume overall? And so what I want you to think of whenever you are creating this, it's these things you have already done. 5 experiences, 5 qualifications, 3 references. This is not in 5 years, this is what I hope to have on my resume. I want you to think of these things now, what you would have to put on a resume if you had to submit it tomorrow. What would your resume include? So that's the first way that you could complete this assignment. The second way you complete this assignment is if you already have a resume. Let's say you already have a resume. What you would need to do is upload your resume and then address if you're missing anything from number 1. Let's say you don't have 5 experiences on there, you only have 3. Maybe address it and say, I'm a high school student, I've only had a few jobs, but this is what I've done. So make sure that you're addressing it so I don't just look at it and be like, well, you don't have everything on here. So if you have a resume and you want to upload it, make sure it includes all of this information, or in the comment area, address what's missing or what you still need to do. And then even if you include a resume, you still need to answer a question too. What else could you do? to further strengthen that resume. So again, I just want to emphasize that this is not a future resume. This is not something that you hope to create in 5 or 10 years. This is as if you were using this resume to apply for a job tomorrow. So what would you put on your resume right now in terms of your experiences, your qualifications, and your references? And then what could you be doing to further build your resume? So that's the chance where you would have to say, okay, I should probably go ahead and get maybe a certification in an area, or I need to get a certain licensure before I can also graduate, or I want to do a co-op. So that's number 2, is where you get the chance to talk about that. If you have questions on that, please reach out. And again, that's your only assignment for this week. So make sure you complete it and submit it by Sunday for your attendance. Have a great week.